New Year's, a time of life. You see, from the time of tabernacles to our New Year's, our Passover, we call it the dark times. That is the time where we go deeply rooted within the soils of Israel and rejuvenate, blossom, and bloom, so that in this time, the time of New Year's, we become the rose of Sharon, the lily of the valley, and a sweet bunch of grapes that touch her lips. To all the royals of Israel, Happy New Year's, and see you on the dance floor.
What Arbib means to me is it is a memorial unto all generations, that this is something that we will keep for the rest of our lives, that it is a new year, that it is our season, and that it is a time to reflect that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob brought us through the Red Sea, and he protected us. He was always with us. Even now, through all the adversities that we have gone through, he has been with us, and he never forsakes us.
Feels like days are short.
Happy New Year to all the subscribers, man. Happy New Year to all of
You
Israel.
don't know how to do it? Look, it's easy.
All praises, man.
Let me show you. Look, flip around,
here.
bend her over right. Make sure you grab on her ass. Give her a nice good stroke.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Then you
This
gonna grab her arm for leverage, because bitches love that shit. And make sure you.
Oh, wow. Well, that's what it is. But yeah, Happy New Year to everybody, man. You know, it's a new year, a new start, man. If you don't know, I don't celebrate the January New Year. That is absolutely false. That is not the new year. Today is the new year. Happy New Year. I've been very busy doing things, trying to put my life back together and on course. So you have to forgive me for not really being on here live and doing what I do. Shout out to everybody, man. Shalom. Happy New Year, man. It's a great year. It's all green. The birds is out. I don't know where you guys are at, what city, state you guys are in, but it's really beautiful. It's a new start for us, man. Hello, everybody watching, man. So a couple of things I want to go over today. It's just basically to educate you about the Arbib, which is the New Year, and this is also Passover as well, where we celebrate the Most High passing over Egypt, bringing us out of Egypt. We also celebrate, the Father sending his son, Yeshua, to die for us as well. So it's going on, man. So we got celebrations everywhere. All of Israel celebrating. I'm a loner, so I'm gonna do my thing on my own. Sit back and pray, chill. But also, man, I got done wrapping up. I did a shot of video yesterday, a little video I did for my second channel. So make sure you guys go over and subscribe to that. Help this young lady with her car, did her transmission, did her coolant hoses and all like that. And like, she was so happy. So it really makes me happy to be able to be back helping people with their vehicles. And, and being able to make money at the same time. So I can take care of myself, handle business, man. What's up to Phenomenal? We said Ramadan. That's for Muslim. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Happy New Year, man. This is the new year. We got a whole new start, man. I got a couple questions for people, the targeted individuals. Now, I have a friend, and I'm not going to say any names, but I have a friend I think is being gang stalked. They've all of a sudden complaining about they don't have they don't see their shoes. The shoes are coming up missing. Yeah, the shoes are coming up missing. And then also, I came back and a dead animal was on their porch. I mean, so I'm going to have to look up and see what type of witchcraft that is, or see what type of what's going on with that, because I think she's being gang stalked, man. It's crazy. But, when you start telling people about it and you know what I mean, they don't want to hear that. They're like, girl, you're crazy. People that don't really know about being targeted in this country. So big shout out to Off Grid Desert Farming. Thank you for watching, bro. I seen your video. I did share it on my channel when you were getting hit with direct energy weapons, EMF. The targeted individual community does know a lot about that information. You know, a lot of things that we deal with the direct energy and all that. So tap in with us, man, and you want to be educated about it. It's serious, man. They will heat you up with microwave weapons, remote neural monitoring. It's a lot going on, but yeah, he said they leave clues like dead birds. They use the shoes for rituals and sorcery. Yeah, I kind of figured that, man, because I was talking with her. She was like, I can't find my shoe. I can only find one shoe. I was like, that's what they be doing. They'll break in your crib and take and they'll remove one shoe, or they'll take shoes, or they'll take items of clothing that you did. You know, you looked everywhere for it, and then you'll go back in your crib probably a month or two later, and it's there. I kind of figured that, man. And that dead animal, man, that was freaky. I had to pray. You know, I had to pray. I put on a plastic glove, and I picked it up, and I prayed, and I threw it. I threw it across the street. You know what I mean? That's some satanic. That's satanic, man. Has to be. But I have a video I want to show about today, which is the new year, just to educate everybody. It says, yeah, they were trying to fry our brains yesterday. EMF it. Yeah, that's high, bro. 371.1. Yeah, that's high, bro. That is high, man. Wow. Yeah, we got it's some more. I think we got one or two other targeted individuals watching the live stream right now. They definitely will be able to comment and let you know that you're definitely not crazy. It's real, and it does happen to outspoken people, target individuals. I don't know, you know, a lot of us speak the truth. A lot of us, you know, we go against the grain. We are non-conformists. We don't conform to the society standards. That's why I'm celebrating New Year's today, because this is the actual New Year, you know, and it's different ways you can combat that. A lot of what I did when I did it first, I used aluminum foil, but you know, it really, I don't know if it really did anything for me, but there is Anti-Emf Clothing that you can order off eBay. There's also something that you can coat the inside of your walls and in your house with. I'll have to go back on one of my videos and get the actual name of it, but I'll be able to provide that to you, where it blocks the EMF from coming in your house and harming you. It's a lot of different things that you know you can do to combat that, man. But that's serious, man. They trying to fry our people, man. So, man, stay strong out here, man. You definitely are helping people. You helping people, man, with your news, bro. You help me out so much. I'll be watching and staying up to date and just knowing what's coming. But I don't really. She said must detox daily. Yeah, get the radiation out of you. Yeah, get the radiation out of your system. I use activated charcoal tablets. Removes any toxins, any type of poisons, any type of, you know, anything that's not supposed to be in my system. I use that on a daily basis, and I take vitamins. So, I mean, you got to keep your health together, especially when you're up under attack like this. Yeah, definitely prayer definitely works. Stay in prayer and stay vigilant. All right, so I want to explain the New Year's with this video. You know, I don't know if you guys really know, if anybody's on my channel knows about the actual real New Year's, but this is a really, really important time because we're in Passover right now. So I can't eat no bread with yeast in it. A lot of fasting, a lot of praying, and just being really thankful to the Most High for bringing me through the winter time, which is a very dark, cold time. But I'm going to put this video up here to educate and edify. If you could be supporting and just hit the like button for me, I appreciate it. I tried to drop hopefully y'all checked out that last video I did. I mean, I kind of messed up on there, but I mean, it wasn't really all about that. It's just about just knowing what's about to happen, what's coming to this country. So, but I'm gonna jump into the video, man. I'm doing a lot of talking here. They said lead paint blocks radiation. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't really know about that. I got to do some research, but I do know that they make some type of. It's called some black. It's like it's a coating you put on your walls in your house and like on your roof on the inside, like on your roof on the inside or whatever, on the outside under your shingles or whatever to block EMF, and then you paint over it so that nobody can see and tell it's there. Then you paint over it. He said, we found a place online where you can buy lead to add to paint. That's right, man. Yeah, you got to fight. Yeah, you definitely got to fight, man. You can't just sit there and just keep getting fried every day, every night, because it does take a toll on your health. I have a friend that's a targeted individual. I'm not going to say her name, but she actually has cancer. She has cancer now. And that's what that radiation does. It causes cancer, other serious health problems. So my heart goes out to her. I'm always in contact with her. She knows who she is. I've always prayed for her. I'm trying to keep my health together too, you know, stay out the way. He said, nice, bro. Go for it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. You got to fight, man. Don't lay down. Don't lay down, man. Keep the fight. Keep up the good fight. All right, so this video here is to edify and just to let you guys know about the actual new year that we're supposed to be participating in. If you are true believers of the Most High, if you are keeping His commandments, which He commands us to do, is the whole duty and the law is to keep the commandments. So here you guys go. I'm gonna put this video up for a little while, and I'm gonna come back. If you can, before you leave, if you do decide to leave, just hit the like button. I do appreciate you guys for supporting this channel, man, this ministry, bro, for real. What's up, Tony? I seen your live. Was watching some of your live last night. I like your I like your how you doing things, man. Keep up the good work, keeping everybody in good spirits with your live streams, because a lot of us are dealing with a lot of depression. A lot of us feel hopeless, but you know, for us to come together, it really, you know, does help. So appreciate it. You gotta put this up real quick.
In the previous videos and on our journey to understand the Creator's calendar, we have observed how the fixing of dates and the watching out for celestial alignments go contrary to the divinely appointed times of Elohim. However, we do know that the year is to begin with a month which marks a period, and Yahweh makes it known that this is the month of Arbib. This is the month wherein the Passover is to be kept. The Holy Word does not record a conjunction or presetting of events, but uses the specific term Arbib. This is what we shall now look out for and explore in much more detail. So, what is Arbib? It was at the seventh plague in the land of Egypt that scripture records that the barley was smitten because it was Arbib. The hail destroyed this crop because it was in a brittle stage, which means it was in a ripened state. At the 10th plague, the Passover was instituted by Elohim. This was in the month of Arbib, and this month is to begin the biblical year. Now, the months are ordinarily begun with the sighting of a new moon, and a year will normally consist of 12 months. But the new moon and something referred to as Arbib now marks the month that begins the year. First, how do we know that new moons indeed begin the months? From scriptures. For example, Psalm 104,
He made the moon to mark the seasons, the sun knows its time for setting.
and Psalm 81.
Blow the trumpet at the new moon, at the full moon on our feast day.
We can comfortably now begin to gather our information. It was in the new moon month called Arbib that the first Passover on earth was held when Israel left Egypt, and that which begins the year. What is Arbib? This is the term and the Hebrew root word used in that verse, Arbib. It is a condition most exclusively related to the barley crop, which will be the first in the year to grow in the regions of Israel. The King James Version translates Arbib to mean in the ear or green ears of corn. This is wrong. The crop being Arbib does not necessarily mean color. However, if barley is in this stage, it is useless for the harvest. It still contains too much moisture and cannot be ground into flour. When barley is Arbib, it is in a specific state of maturity that will enable a harvest in the upcoming 14 to 21 days, hence 2 to 3 weeks, at which point it will have dried enough with the grains, then being hard and making a pounding into crushed flour possible. Thus, the first month has been named by the Creator after a development level of the barley crop. There can be no mistake. Equinoxes are never once mentioned. Remember, if we get the first holy feast date wrong, all upcoming feasts in the year will be invalid. We have to diligently mark out the proper day.
These are the appointed feasts of the Lord, which you shall proclaim as times of holy convocation, for presenting to the Lord food offerings, burnt offerings, and grain offerings, sacrifices and drink offerings, each on its proper day.
We soon discover that this marking is all centralized on the barley crop. As said before, we will have a new moon to start the month. There will be a timeline in this month. Arbib barley is now needed to determine further progress on the holy timescale. On the 14th of the Arbib month is the day the Passover lamb has to be sacrificed. The immediate following 7 days are the days of unleavened bread. It is a commandment that this feast must also take place in the Arbib month, which it will if we are by default following the Arbib method.
You shall keep the feast of unleavened bread. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread, as I commanded you, at the time appointed in the month Arbib, for in the month Arbib you came out from Egypt.
From its Arbib state, the barley will naturally need a further 2 weeks to be harvest ready. This has already been implemented in Elohim's calculations. The first fruits of the crop has to be presented to the priest in the week of unleavened bread, after the weekly Sabbath. This is also a commandment.
You shall bring the sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest to the priest, and he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord so that you may be accepted. On the day after the Sabbath the priest shall wave it.
In the 7 days of matzah or unleavened bread, there will always be a weekly Sabbath day. We have the sacrificial week of Yeshua, for example, here. If the Sabbath were on the 19th instead of the 17th, as depicted in this chart, then the first fruit offering will be on the 20th, the first day of the week. Now, the first fruits also mean that the harvest is to start. Israel may not eat of the crop until the Bikurim, or the first fruits offering, has been presented before the priest. At the first fruits, the harvest begins. The barley has now moved from being Arbib to being harvestable. This is also a requirement.
You shall count 7 weeks. Begin to count the 7 weeks from the time the sickle is first put to the standing grain.
From the Bikurim, we now number the 7th Sabbath to count down to Shavuot, which is Pentecost, the Feast of Weeks.
Then you shall keep the Feast of Weeks to the Lord your God with the tribute of a freewill offering from your hand, which you shall give as the Lord your God blesses you.
Without the barley being in the Arbib state, there is no possible way of determining these set times. We repeat, we need the barley development and not the equinox. Very simple and totally dependent on the divine appointment of Yahweh. New moons are seen all around the globe, and barley too is grown worldwide. Where does the sighting and observation now take place?
And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the people of Israel and say to them, When you come into the land that I give you and reap its harvest, you shall bring the sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest to the priest.
All the conditions must be met in the Holy Land Israel. No other place is acceptable to the Father. Our salvation is tied into Israel. So we will briefly summarize. Arbib shall be the beginning of months. It is when Israel left Egypt. Matzah is to be eaten in the month of Arbib. The first fruits are brought in the month of Arbib. The Passover has to be kept in the month of Arbib. The harvest is to begin in the month of Arbib. All is dependent on the Arbib stage of the barley. But wasn't the barley already Arbib at the 7th plague in Egypt? Yet Israel left at the 10th plague. Was this not too late? Remember in Leviticus 23, the 10th verse, we know that the right conditions are met in Israel to begin the month and feast. It was the Almighty, the Creator Himself, who knew of these conditions and instituted these first feasts for Israel. When the barley is Arbib and the new moon is sighted in Israel, then may we begin with the celebration of the Father's holy feasts. So I do hope that these studies have helped you to
All praises. Yeah, I know that it was probably something that people probably weren't interested in, but I am, because I'm going to keep these law, statutes, and commandments till the day I go into eternity. So that was just a little education, a little edification for why this is the new year, how we're supposed to keep the new year, and what we're supposed to do. If you notice, he said that this won't be acceptable until you do it in the land of Israel. Since we are in captivity, we are supposed to rehearse in the righteous acts in remembrance of the Father, you know, since until he brings us into our land again, out of Egypt, which is happening right now in these last days. So a lot of the things that are happening, the shaping up with the mark of the beast and the people, the wars, nations against nations, and everything's going on. Is leading up to us getting out of here, the second Exodus, out of Babylon. I can't wait. This country is, man, I am so done with this country, bro. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the people that I've come across here in this Babylon, and people whoever's watching. So, all right, man. So everything that's being done, like I go out and I watch people and I live my life. Everything is in vain, right? It's all vanity, man. All vanity, bro. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see real quick. Okay. I don't even know. Did I unmute myself? All right, cool. All right, so look. Not trying to discourage nobody, not trying to say, oh, don't live your life and oh, don't have fun. But I want everybody to remember the most important things about this life is honoring the Most High, the creator of all. You know, he doesn't get, like I said in my last video, he's not getting the credit that he deserves. We don't take time out to really talk and speak to him. And we go and work these jobs for these corporations, these people that don't care about us. You know, things we have to do, you know, to survive in this system and the way it's all set up. But I just want to remind everybody, your cars, your riches, your fame, everything that you receive in on this side of eternity is in vain. All right. It says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, the word of the preacher, the son of David, the king in Jerusalem. Vanities of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanities of vanities. All is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor, which he taketh under the sun? One generation passes away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The sun also rises, and the sun goeth down, and has to do this, and to do his place where he arose. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth around into the north. It whirleth around continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full, unto the place from whence the river come. There they return again. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, that which shall be done. There is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof if may be said, see, this is new? It hath been done already, hath been already of old time, which has before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. I met the preacher, was king over Israel, and I, the preacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem. And I gave my heart to seek and search out my wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travel hath God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I commune with my own heart, saying, lo, I am come to a great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all that have been before me in Jerusalem. Ye, my heart had been a great experience of wisdom and knowledge. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceived that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. So that whole chapter speaks volumes to the time that we're living in, especially with people that are digging and want to know the truth. Like I said there, when you want to know more knowledge, it increases more sorrow, because you finding out the truth. You know the truth behind those purple lights that's on your streets. You know the truth that the other people that are ignorant to actually look for themselves. We all know that. We know in the truth, man. We know what's coming. We know what's going to happen. We know, but I don't really live. I really don't truly, me myself, don't live in fear. I live kind of in expectation of getting into the kingdom. And everything that's done on this earth that we're doing down here, the working, the buying the houses, the cars, and investing money, is all in vain. You hating that person, you not liking a person, all that is in vain. The only thing that matters, and I want to make sure I make this very clear. I don't care how many people's watching. I want to make sure this is very clear to even the future people that's watching this. That only thing that matters is your relationship with the Most High, because that's the only thing that is going to be tangible in the end of all things. I was talking with a friend the other day. We were talking about this. I said, have you noticed, like, when people pass away, like, let's say like somebody like a relative or somebody that was well liked, they're forgotten. I mean, so to speak, not all the time, but if you really look at it, they're forgotten. I mean, you go to their funeral, we say prayers, we cry, we mourn. A year goes by, 2 years goes by. Everybody, they're forgotten. Now they may remember them on the anniversary of their death, or they may remember them on certain, birthdays or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, they're forgotten, because the true lesson of life is that if you find the wisdom to know this, is that everything that we do here is in vain. Stop wasting. I wouldn't waste my time too much. Trying to impress people on YouTube, or impress people in your life, or try to have all the nicest things and and all that, because it's for nothing, bro. You ain't taking it with you. You going to, so for me, as I sit back and reflect at 38 years old, I'm like, man, the only thing that's worth it for me is the good deeds that I do unto other people, the way I treat other people, just to having a good heart and trying to bring people to this truth, try to open their eyes up, and just trying to help as much as I can. Having faith without works is dead. So if you got all the faith in the world, but you're not actually, doing nothing with it, you're not out trying to witness to people or trying to help, or whatever way and fashion that you can, it's meaningless. Lord knows, boy, I'll be trying my best, man, to help do something. I don't know, but I know that that's why I take my hat off to all you guys, especially the content creators, because you guys really do try to help people with your videos. You try to really open people's eyes up, even though YouTube is totally ran by satanic organizations and it's nothing but agents and stalkers on here. We trying, bro. All right, so I want to say, let me see. Something else. Let's see. So I'm going to read the definition of vanity real quick. The quality of being worthless or futile, the vanity of human wishes. Everything is. So before I go into eternity, whether, before I go into before the Most High and be judged for what I've done on earth and be judged for my life and how I live my life, I want to just give you guys this message. All hope ain't lost though, man. But I remember back in the day though, I used to just always think like, man, if I had the nicest car, if I had this dope job, or if I had, all this stuff or whatever, that people would like me more, people will respect me more, or I would get the nice looking woman, I get a beautiful woman, but this being in this program, being gang stalked and being ostracized from society has really opened my eyes up and being set apart. Because I truly feel set apart when I go out amongst the people. I don't really feel like I'm a part of them. And I guess that's a good thing. So I don't know. We got 2 people watching, so I'm probably going to end this live stream. But I just want to show y'all the truth about the new year. Show y'all the truth about, what's really going on in this life is basically all vanity. It's not, I wouldn't be too much hung up on it. I would really store your treasures in heaven. And start this new year off right. Tribulation is coming. Tribulation is on its way. How much longer can all these injustices continue? I don't think too much longer. So Appreciate everybody that came to my live stream, man. Let's see what else is on here. Appreciate y'all, man, watching, bro. I'm chilling, man. I'm about to do these videos. I'm about to go over here, open up this little memory, and start editing up these videos. Cause I got some videos to put out, but I just been trying to move around and do different stuff. But forgiveness. All right. I want to say this before I go though. Forgiveness, man. And I had to ask myself, like, have I truly forgiven, like, my mother from my childhood? Have I truly forgiven people what they've done to me and things like that? People talking about me and you know, have I really forgiven these people? Like, I be saying, yeah, I forgive you or whatever, but do I really forgive them? That's what's gonna keep some people from getting into heaven. So let's be forgiving. Let's forgive our brothers. And so the Most High can forgive us of our sins and what we've been doing wrong. So let me see. Like that guy, I don't know who that guy is. I have no idea who that guy is. So yeah, I mean, most of my content when I first started was like about gang stalking. Now I've kind of transformed my life and I see things with a brighter scope. And if I talk about and glorify these gang stalkers and these satanic people all the time, why am I not giving the glory to the Father in heaven, man, that created me? You know, giving him the honor and praise. So I more or less my eyes have been awoken, and I understand what it truly means to be an Israelite, a chosen, one of the Most High's chosen people. You know, part of the chosen. It's a great honor, and I truly am blessed. Truly. Man, these people are so lost. Tony, I don't even know if Tony's watching. Tony last night said something like, she was like, our people are so lost. I don't even have respect for them no more. And I mean, I hear you. I definitely felt that. It's not that you're like racist against our own people. It's just like you see how like easily misled they are. You're gang stalking your own people, man. You're really going along with it. That's it saddens my heart too. I had something. Hold on, there's something else I wanted to talk about. I forgot that quick. But yeah, make sure you check out my second channel. I'm about to be uploaded. I'm about to start editing that up right now. But check out my second channel. And I know what I want to talk about. So they decided not to monetize my channel because it wasn't. They said something about I gotta like with the content when I use the content, like when I use videos, they said I have to like change it or I have to like monologue it, like talk over it or talk about it or something like that. So I'm like, I don't really care, you know, don't matter to me, man. I don't think I mean, I probably will change it, but right now it's just about getting the word out. So.